Okie dokie, let's get started. And then the other direction, guys. And out to the side. Oh, guys, it's so nice to be home in the warmth. I've been at circus all day, and in the gym, it's so cold. It's so nice to be home. And then, guys, twisting. And your big side reaches. Imagine you're reaching for your Christmas presents. So really extend through the shoulder and right to the fingertips. And then the hips. So forward, side and forwards. And then the other side. And then wrist circles just when you're standing. In the other direction. And then making waves. In the other direction. And then, guys, we're going to come down to the floor to do cat-cow for the back. So we're rounding the back to an angry cat shape and a happy cat. So just in your own time. And then, guys, up to the feet. We're going walkouts and press up. So reaching down to the toes. A chest press up, elbows out. Walk back in. And then repeat at least 5 times, guys, just to get the muscles working a little bit and get warmed up. Lovely, guys, and once you've done 5, just stay standing. So once you've done the 5 press ups, fabulous. Okay, so today's upper body. It's a time challenge. So you've got 2 exercises. So we're going to practice them first. And the time you get to choose, you can either choose 45 seconds to do the exercises, or you can choose the minute. If you choose 45, you'll get a 15-second rest. Or if you want to go all out, you can go a minute, and then we go straight into the next exercise. So Exercise 1 is a downward dog shoulder press. So it's kind of like a press up, but in down dog. So, and it's not a classic downward dog in yoga. Your feet are much closer to your hands. So I'm making like a big mountain or a triangle shape, and my elbows come out. So and my forehead touches the ground. So I hope you can see me. So here, these are mega, mega tough. Do not underestimate them. Now, do not panic, do not fear. If you don't want to try or you think that's too tricky, just come to your regular, so on the knees, half press up, or even a box press up with the knees in, and your butt can stay in the air. So, guys, give me a wee practice. Do 3 for me. Give it a wee practice, or give the downward dog one a little go. But like I said, they are extremely hard. Don't expect to do many because they are very tricky. And if you don't want to give it a go, just give your regular press ups a little warm up for me again. Yes, Jill.
If I can't get my forehead to the floor, should I still try them and just go as low as I can?
Yep, as long as you're getting relatively close, so like, you know, a few inches, that's great.
Okay.
Good question. Okay, guys, and then second exercise that we're going to have a wee try is a Superman lat pull. So this is where you need your resistance band. If you have one, if you don't, you just do it without the band. Now I'm at home and don't have a band, so I'm going to use a tie, which won't really work the same, but I'm going to show you anyway. So we go about shoulder width apart in Superwoman. I keep one hand where it is, and then I pull the other arm down. Then I swap, one arm stays, one arm pulls. So my elbow is just coming down to my side. These are the muscles basically used for pull-ups, hence why I've included it. So can you give that a go? Easier options, guys, feet down, or without a resistance band. If you don't have one, just pull that elbow, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Fab. Lovely, I think we've got it. So, options, it's timed exercises and you just try and do as many as you like. You can choose 45 seconds with a 15-second rest, or you can choose a minute and then you go straight into the next exercise. And we're just going to alternate between these 2 exercises for 5 rounds, so quite tricky. So first round is downward dog.
See, when you do that one, are your heels meant to stay on the ground?
No, it's not a flexibility thing. Good question, right, Leslie. So guys, yeah, don't worry about the heels. You can also bend the legs. This is not about flexibility. So my heels are up, my legs are bent, but I'm bending my elbows out like a press up. I'm just either hovering the forehead above the ground or touching my forehead.
Thanks, Susie.
You're welcome, but good question. Okay, so let's get ready, guys. Downward dog press ups or your regular press up. 3, 2, 1, on you go. And guys, I'll let you know the time because it's your choice whether you do 45 or a minute. And you can decide at the time. Oh. Guys, I am impressed. Some downward dog press ups. I'm loving it. And you're already halfway. Now, these are super, super hard. So don't worry about not getting so many because they're meant to be hard. You've basically got your whole, nearly your whole body weight in your arms. And guys, that's 45 seconds if you want to rest for 15. If you don't want to rest, carry on. Good, 5 seconds, and then we're changing to Superwoman pull. And change. Superwoman pull. So you're pulling the elbow down to the side, imagining you've got your Christmas presents in your shoulder blades, and you want to squeeze them. So if you grab them, you get to keep them. Good, and other options, guys, the feet can be off the floor to make it harder, or you can put them down on the floor to make it slightly easier.
Got another question on that one, Susie. Are you just pulling your arm straight down, or are you kind of rotating it round?
No, just straight down.
Okay, thank you.
45 seconds, guys, if you would like a rest. And changing, guys. Downward dog press-ups or your regular press-up. My cat's going a bit mental. I'm going to need to let him out the door. Come on. What are you doing? Here. Go. Really impressive, guys. Well done on the downward dog. These are really, really challenging exercise. Well done. 10 seconds to go. And that's 45 if you'd like to have the rest. So you can pause if you need that rest. And let's get ready. Superwoman, pull. Let's go. Almost think of this one like you're pulling your hand to a W shape. So imagine you pull both down, your arms are like a W. So when you pull one, it's the one side of the W. Elbow pulling down towards the side. Good, a wee tip for this one as well, if the resistance band is not enough, you can double it over, and obviously it increases the resistance. So if you're not feeling it enough, double your band over. That's 45, guys. Rest if you need to. And let's go. Press up or downward dog press ups. Shirley, these are fab. Well done. You're getting so nice and low. Yeah, Jill, that's great. Stick with it. You're doing amazing. Good, Joanne. Good, Joanne. Stick with it. 5 seconds until a rest, guys. Rest if you need to. So remember, it's only a 15-second rest. It's quite quick. And then we've got your Superwoman pull. And let's go. Superwoman pull. Super job, guys. Keep pulling the elbow into the side. Good, Superwoman, remember to get the legs together. It'll make the lower back feel it more as well. And rest if you need to. You're good, doing so well, guys. So that's 3 rounds done. We've only got 2 to go. well over halfway. And downward dog press ups or your regular press up. Let's go. Guys, I really am impressed by the attempts at the downward dog press ups because these are super hard. Great effort, Jules. Well done. Keep it going. And remember, guys, if I don't say your name, it's just because I can't see you. It's not that you're not doing awesome. And rest, guys, if you need to. And get ready. Superwoman, pull. Let's go. The other thing with this one, you might want to pause. So when you pull your arm down, you might want to pause and squeeze the shoulder for 1-2 seconds. It makes the back contract longer, which makes it just slightly tougher. Fantastic, guys. Keep it going. 10 seconds before a rest. And resting if you need to, but remember you can carry on. If you want to push yourself. And then we're on to our final round, guys. You're doing so well. Final round. And let's go. Downward dog press ups or regular. Last time, guys, last time. Give it everything you can. Super impressed, guys. Well done. Last 15 seconds. Finish line is there. And rest if you need to. And on we go, guys. Superwoman, pull. So remember, a little pause makes it a little bit harder. Really wanting to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Jules, your cat definitely wants to join in. Amazing, guys. 15 seconds. And then we're on to core. Rest time if you need to. 10 seconds, guys, if you're doing the minute. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Fabulous, guys. I was really impressed. Well done. So the core exercises, again, we'll have a wee practice first. So it's the same thing as a time challenge, 45 seconds or a minute, and you're doing as many as you can. One exercise is for the abs, one is for the obliques in the side. So exercise 1 is a dish, but in straddle shape. So dish shape is here. I've just got my feet off and my shoulders off, but I'm going to do straddles. So I'm going to split my legs and then close them. Now, super important, my tummy is pulled in like I've been punched to keep my lower back on the floor. To make this one easier, guys, we lift our legs up into the air. So here is classic dish, but you can raise them all the way up basically and do the same thing. Yeah, and the other thing to make it easier, you can rest the shoulders down, especially if they're this high, but you can still engage the tummy and do straddles at the same time. So have a wee go for me. Try maybe 5 or so just to see where you think you might be able to manage. And imagine you're doing like a straddle on the hoop or silk or whatever. That's how wide you want to be. So it's not box splits. It's just a straddle. I say just, it's hard. Okay, guys, and then your second exercise for the obliques, I'm going to tell you to swap halfway. So it's side plank. So side plank can be done on the elbow or the hand, like this. So my shoulder and wrist is in line. And then we're going leg lifts here, if we can. So we can either hold this, but the challenge would, oh, it bashed my sofa here. Leg lifts, oh no, I keep bashing my sofa here, and then leg lift. So again, thinking of our straddle shape. Again, this can be done on the elbow. You can use this hand for balance if you need extra support. Or we just hold side plank. But leg lifts are very tricky. Yeah, or we just hold this shape. So have a go for me on both sides. See which one you think you'll manage. Again, this is a very intense exercise on the shoulder and then all the way down this side. Oh, guys, nothing's too hard for you. I was thinking I was making this hard.
It is hard. We just know better than to complain about it.
Thanks, Jill. Okay, guys, let's get ready. So first exercise is dish straddles. Okay, so hardest option is way shoulders and heels just off, but you've got the option to really lift those legs and even to rest the shoulders. Okay, 45 seconds or a minute. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Now, number 1, important thing, the tummy is pulled in and up. Think of your skinny jeans. When you zip them up and you have to go, that's the kind of action that we need with the tummy. Fabulous, guys. 10 seconds till that 45. And resting if you need to, if you can carry on to the minute, be my guest. If we're resting, remember side plank is next. And I'm going to be mean, I'm not going to give you a rest. Okay, let's go. 30 seconds, side plank. And then I'll tell you to swap. Because your side really is getting a rest. One of your sides. Fabulous. I see some leg lifts and side plank. These are super hard. Remember, if you can't, just hold side plank. And turn. Turn over, other side. I feel like you're the Christmas turkey. Turn. I'll turn you around. Make sure you're nice and crispy on all sides. Amazing, guys. 5 seconds. And then we're back to dish straddles. And change. Dish straddles. And you will get a rest this time, don't worry. So remember about pulling the tummy in nice and tight. You're trying to press your lower back into the floor. If it gets too difficult, guys, just lift those legs higher, higher. And rest time, guys, if you need it. If not, carry on. And then we're going to go into your side plank for 30 seconds, side plank. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, side plank, leg lifts. And guys, the good news, I forgot to tell you, we're only doing 4 rounds on this one. Yes, that is good news. Lovely. Remember, if it's too difficult, hold side plank. Remember to keep your hip up nice and high. Don't let the hip drop to the floor. And swap sides, guys. That's us nearly halfway. Oh, you're my mean little machines, aren't you? So good. Go on, guys, 10 seconds, and then back into your dish shape. And you will expect your legs to get higher, guys, because your core will be getting tired. Okay, back to those dish. Like I said, don't worry, bring those legs higher if you need to. It's much better to be able to hold the tummy in nice and tight. Fantastic effort, guys. We're well over halfway now. This is round number 3 of 4. And rest time, guys, if you need to. And then getting ready for side plank. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Side plank, holding, or if you can, leg lifts, the harder option. Fantastic, guys. Three, 2, 1, and swap sides, guys. And then we're into our final round. We're nearly there. Really impressed, guys. These side planks are great. If shoulder and wrist is in line, the hip is staying nice and high away from the floor. Well done. Okay, 3, 2, 1, dish. Last one, guys. Let's go. Last round. Give it everything you can. Last round. Remember to keep the tummy in nice and tight, pulled in. Lift those legs if you get too tired or your tummy is starting to relax. Three, 2, 1, rest if you need to. And then we're on to our last 60 seconds of side planks. Yes, Jules, I love your cat. Okay, 3, 2, 1, side planks, guys. Last 60 seconds. You got this. You got this. 5 seconds, guys. Keep it pushing. You can do it. You can do it. And swapping sides. Last 30 seconds. Seconds, guys. Finish line is there. Keep it going. Don't give up. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. Right, guys, grab a drink if you need to. And then we were on to stretching. Okay, guys, so we'll do our normal general stretch first, and then we'll go into a wee bit more of developmental stretching for bridges. So just coming onto your tummy first, into your sphinx, so elbows on the floor and legs together, and just feel a gentle stretch in the lower back and the abs. Oh, doggy. Oh. Oh, Shirley, she's lovely. And then just pushing up if you would like to straight arm as well, to deepen the stretch. And remember, to deepen this even further, we can tuck the toes underneath. We can even take the thighs off the ground, and that just lets my hips sink into the ground a little bit more. We can stretch up and look up as well to the ceiling, up to you. And then come down, relax, and we'll thread the needle. So one arm under, and squashing both shoulders down towards the floor. And remember, you can have your knee at the side, so the arm that's under, you can have your knee at the side. And then also looking towards that shoulder, so a little rotation can really help to put a little bit extra weight into it to help feel a bigger stretch. And then the same stretch on the other side, threading the needle, squashing both shoulders down. Optional to have a knee to the side. And again, optional to try and rotate, looking at that shoulder that's under. And then bringing the arm out, we're either going to come to a T shape, so a slightly easier stretch, or goalpost arms. So that's your right angle arms. So you decide straight arms in a T or goalpost, and then you can roll. You want to feel that in the front of the shoulder and the chest, and use that arm to kind of push you round a little bit further, but be careful because it's quite an intense stretch. And the same stretch on the other side, guys. And then coming up to hands and knees, being an angry cat, so rounding the back, nice and high. So really tuck your chin into your chest and tuck your butt under. And then your lat stretch. So in from hands and knees, we're going to reach over to 10 o'clock on the clock. And your right hand reaches further. And we press the right arm and the right side down to the ground. And you should feel that in the right arm and the right side. Try and keep your butt up in the air. It helps to deepen the stretch slightly. And then coming up, we're going to reach over to 2 o'clock this time, and the left hand reaching further and sinking down into the floor. And then coming just to sit on your heels, we're going to do your wrist stretches. So turning the hands upside down and in towards the knees. And then the other way, guys. So flip your hands over, still fingers to knees, but so you can see your palms, a little bit less weight for this one. And then relaxing there, guys. So we're going to do some moving camels, which is when we have our knees shoulder width apart, you can tuck your toes under just so your heel is a bit closer. And it's when we sweep. So I'm going to hold my left heel with my left hand. I'm going to push my hips forward as I reach back. And then I'm going to try and grab both ankles at this, or both heels, sorry, at the same time. and then reach with my other one. So then I'm sweeping basically in a big circle, like so. Now to make that easier, you might need a block. So you might need like something, a book or something, if you can't reach your heel. And variations, if it's easy with your heel, so if you can see my feet, if your feet and your toes are pressed up like this, you can also put your toes flat. And that makes it harder because you've got further to reach. But initially, to warm up, I would just tuck your toes. You want to push the hips forward like you would in a bridge, and then start to circle like so. So we're going to do 5 in one direction, 5 in the other. And really think about pushing your hips forward like you would in a bridge. Fabulous, guys. So about 5 one way, and then we change directions, and then we want to go in the other way. So we're beginning just to stretch the lower back, the hip flexors.
I can't do it the other way. I can't work out how. Please do it the other way because I
So
can't.
your right hand would come to your right heel,
Uh-huh.
and your left hand sweeps over.
All right, sorry. So it's still. Oh, I was doing that wrong. Right, okay. Do that again.
So right hand to right heel.
Yeah.
Left hand, so it's opposite.
Okay, I was doing it wrong. Right, I'll try again.
That's it, Jill.
I don't have the coordination.
But thank you for trying.
Yeah. I don't have the coordination.
Okay, guys, and then once we're done, we're going to hold. So, easier option, we can just hold with one hand extended over. Notice I really want to push my tummy forward like you would in a bridge, head back, or we can do it with the 2 hands down. So we're going to do this twice, and we're going to hold for about 30 seconds. Okay, so let's get into position. You can choose one hand or 2 hands down. Ready, steady, go. So remember, easier options, get the toes tucked under, makes your heels easier to reach, or you can lay your feet flat, makes it harder to reach. Three, two, one, rest. So we're going to fold forwards, guys. We've done an extension, and now we're going to just curl up in a little ball forwards. Flexion. And then ready again. So if you did one hand, you want to change hands. And if you did 2 hands, maybe think about how to progress. So maybe you want your feet flat, or maybe you can get your hands on the floor. Okay, let's get ready. 3, 2, 1, off you go. That's lovely. We're just pushing those hips forward, opening out the chest, head back like we would in a bridge. And resting there, guys, again, folding forward. So flexion, just bending forwards and relaxing. And then guys, coming up there, you want to grab a band or a tie, something. Now, a quick point, if you've got something like a tie or sturdy, it makes it harder because you've not got the pull in it. But if you're new to this, then a resistance band is better because you've got that little bit of give. So we're going to do shoulder dislocates, which we did last time. So start nice and wide. You can be standing, sitting, whatever you like. But basically they come all the way over, back to front, beginning to open the shoulders out. So try and do 4, like forwards and backwards. And then you want to start walking the hands closer in so that we get our hands a bit closer. And it'll get tougher and tougher as you start walking them in. We're just trying to open out the shoulders, ready for these bridges. And if you feel like you've got a sticking point, so there's a particular point, you might want to pause. So there's a particular point that's quite nippy or sore, you might just want to rest, I say rest, stretch there. And once you've kind of done your 4 or so, again, then try to get the hands even closer. So we're beginning to get them much more closer to shoulder width apart. Oh, it feels so good. And then guys, I want you to see if you can then get your hands roughly shoulder width apart for you. And then try one, but you won't be able to get it up and over your head, but go to the maximum point that you think you can hold and just hold that stretch, open out the shoulders. But unless you're a contortionist, no, we shouldn't really be able to do this, not as normal people. And then just relax the shoulders down for a second. We're going to do that 2 more times. Again, trying to keep the hands shoulder width apart for you. If it feels better for you guys, you can keep it moving in shoulder width. So if you prefer to keep moving or holding, you can decide. So have another go at shoulder width apart, either holding a stretch or moving in and out of it, depending on how you're feeling. And then relaxing. We're going to do that 1 more time. And again, just making sure those hands are shoulder width apart. So imagine your bridge. Try not to let them slide out further. And then have your last go. And then relaxing there. Okay, guys, get ready. Let's do our glute bridge just as a wee warm up as well. So coming down onto the floor. So feet shoulder width apart, hands flat on the ground, ready, steady, go. So try and get your hips and your butt up as high as you possibly can. So you're just on the shoulder blades, right on top of the shoulders. And then rest, hug the knees in. Again, just the opposite, so we want to flex because we're just extended. And then guys, options, if you want to stay in your glute bridge, feel free. For those that want to bridge, we can bridge here. We can do our wall walk down the wall if you feel. Yeah, up to you. So you decide. Okay, get ready, get steady, and go. Woo. Ooh. And resting, guys. So again, tucking the knees in, you might want to rock and roll backwards and forwards, or just hold. Depends what feels better for you and your body. Okay, let's get ready for another round. Again, you can pick and choose what you want to do. A bit like a pick a mix. Okay, ready, steady, go. Amazing. And resting, guys, well done. Super, super job, well done. Again, just tucking the knees in, rocking and rolling, folding forwards, just whatever to relax the body. These are awesome, I'm impressed. Guys, the other thing to do, if you're not quite at the point of pushing yourself from the floor, is maybe asking someone at home to come and help with the shoulder blades. If you've done WorkUs before, we'll have done that. And that can make such a difference because when you're actually in it, you might be easier. Sometimes it's just that push from the floor that's very, very intense and it's quite tricky. So maybe asking someone at home. Up to you. Okay, we're going to go for 2 more rounds, guys. So you can plan in your head what you want to attempt. Shirley, up to you. You might want to try a leg raised. Up to you. You don't have to. Okay, let's get ready. Let's get steady and go. Oh. And relaxing. Well done. Super, super job. Well done, Shirley, with the leg up. Joanne, it looks like you're getting lower on that wall. And again, with the wall walks, if you've got someone at home to practice with, maybe just giving that extra person there just to kind of support you with your back, I bet you'll be able to go lower. Fab. We're going to go 1 more round, guys. Okay, let's get ready. Let's get steady and go. And resting, guys. Well done. So counter stretch, remember. Hugging the knees, rock and rolling, folding forwards, whatever is good for you.